On November 15, 2023, the ICSSR-North Eastern Region, in partnership with the Northeastern Hill University Alumni Association, hosted the invited lecture titled Living Artefacts, featuring Professor Massimo Warglien from Foscari University of Venezia in Italy. The event saw the presence of key figures including Professor Desmond Kharmawphlang, head of the Department of Creative and Cultural Studies and President of the Nehu Alumni Association, as well as Professor Panda, Honorary Director of the ICSSR-North Eastern Region, along with members of the Nehu Alumni Association, scholars, and other attendees.
Artifacts will be a reflection thus not only of the experience of the individuals, but more generally how the design of artifacts is evolving in rediscovering this sort of hybrid forms of things or objects or artifacts where the living creatures play a major role not only in shaping them initially, but also in keeping them alive during their functioning. I think any one of us, going fast, has an idea of what is an artifact. Of course, we all live artifacts everywhere. Here I just took, sorry if it forces you to turn your head from time to time. Anyway, these are just quotes from dictionaries and so on that remember that we have this idea that an artifact is a kind of object or a tool or ornament or whatever that shows a very important human role in shaping it, in crafting it, in modifying the materials. And it's something which is clearly dominated by human intention, and intention that translates into shaping things in a way which is functional to our own utility. So modification by humans and by trees of the shared environment is what creates, at the end, the dynamics of the bridge, right? And it does in a way that continuously provides new affordances to each other to do things, right? So for example, aerial routes are very flexible, as you know, so they provide very easy affordances to manipulation, to move them, to put them in horizontal, whatever, to make knots with them and so on. These are classical affordances and so on. And they enable collaborative behavior of humans and plants by making these manipulations possible, for example, right? On the other side, bamboo scaffolds help the plant or in the forest for horizontal growth that would be much more difficult, of course, for a ficus, although some horizontal growth can be made autonomously by them, and so on. So in this process in which one is contributing with something which make enabling actions by the other, which is still a very free player, you get the dynamics of it. So just to give again an example of entanglements which are created by this sort of communication through material affordances, right? For example, a bridge is there also because there are things which are irreversible that shape it forever, right? Not forever, but for centuries potentially. And these are given mostly, for example, by the plant with a transition from what is called primary growth in botanics, the elastic growth of the aerial roots, and what is called secondary growth, which is tension and lignification, which makes it hard, it makes it useful as an infrastructure, but at the same time makes it hard to modify once it's made in this way. Right? And this is beautiful. For example, as you know probably, once a root touches the soil, not only it grows thicker, but it goes into tension so that it can keep the tree anchored. Which means that when the root enters into a pot, for example, it literally brings the pot up, right? Because it shrinks when it touches the soil.